Hey Sagittarius, I'm Lucy Ravenstone and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a reading for May for you guys. I'm doing a little bit different this month and I am going to do one reading right now. You need that one. And then I'm going to do a Mercury retrograde reading. So keep an eye out for that, and that will be for the energies that we're dealing with for each sign during Mercury in retrograde. So that could be very interesting. Please keep an eye out for that. So let's see what's in store for you for May anyway, guys. I feel like this one first and then this one. Interesting. I kind of love that kind of pairing. They're kind of nice. That one keeps popping up for a few of us. I definitely get there's a vibe of kind of, I mean, we're getting Mercury in retrograde, so it totally makes sense to have this kind of vibe of some kind of secrets coming to the surface or something. So how I'm doing this reading, it's kind of like beginning, middle, end of May. I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle and I'm using the Energy Oracle, which is kind of very tarot-like in my opinion. So let's see what we've got in store for you Sagittarius. Okay, so we have Balance straight up. She is reversed. Let's have a look what's in store for you. Okay, so this is your Balance card. The lighting is very terrible. It's kind of overcast outside, so I'm kind of making do with the lighting I've got. So she's balanced. I'm definitely getting this sense of kind of balancing with the energies. I do want us to be aware this month of the energies that are going on, and we're in Taurus. Taurus is a really great energy to work with. However, it can be quite bull-like in the sense of, yes, we want to be in bed, we want to be watching our favorite things, we want to be all cozy, we want to be doing all the fun play stuff. However, like the Mercury retrograde in this is kind of, to me, going to shake that up a little bit. So coming into May, I feel like you are kind of getting this work and play kind of energy of figuring that kind of balance out. Actually, I was going to say something different, but that's kind of how it came through to me. I thought my son was going to pass me a train, but apparently not. We start off with the garden and the gate. I'll show you. So I feel like the garden is representing what you are nurturing in your life right now, and what is outside is kind of the play. I feel like you want to go run in these fields and you are currently in your garden. Now I do feel like you are focusing on work life or putting in the works. It is more of the kind of vibe I'm getting actually, which is kind of a positive thing. I do feel like this is actually good for you, putting in the work where it's needed. I would say if it is needed in the home life, that would be the guidance here, is to ensure that you are putting in that work. But I definitely just get the sense of this is being where you're at, is you are putting in the work in the right areas, which kind of is like, I feel like makes sense with that balance card actually, where I was feeling with the work and play. I feel like you are really putting in the work where it's needed, and nurturing those aspects of what you are wanting to grow in the positive way. It's bringing you the right outcomes is what I kind of feel with this, and opening up new doors actually is what I want to say, which interestingly the next card is Daughter Romance, which is reversed. Now the Daughter Romance reversed is giving me this kind of sense of perhaps there's something stagnant in regards to your relationships. So this could be that maybe you are putting in the work where it's not, where if you're putting work into a relationship, I kind of feel like you should assess on whether that is the right option actually, with this, which is quite interesting. The next card is also Happy Family reverse, and I feel like there's just something disruptive here. So even though you are putting in the work in the right areas, I am getting this sense of it maybe not being effective in where it comes to home life and when it comes to romance. I am thinking that I feel like you are feeling quite romantic and that perhaps this other person is not, and maybe you are feeling like it is time to be celebrating, but I feel like that there's something shadowing this. So even though you are putting all the hard work in and you are focusing on something, I feel like there's someone or something that's kind of tainting those areas for you, so that you are not able to enjoy the happy family, happy life. It's reversed, and it's kind of like it just shadowing it. And the same with that daughter romance. I feel like, because I want to say the doors are closing, but I don't feel like the doors are closing as such, even though keep that in mind because I did say it. I just feel like it's more that there's some kind of something shadowing, that no matter how much romance you throw at it, there's resistance. And I do think that is good to be mindful of, the looking at the whys, like why is that person being resistant, why is that person ruining it, in that kind of way, because it's always a healthy way of looking at something rather than just trying to force something. It's trying to understand the situations. I am getting kind of beach times though, but I feel like it's so when I say beach times, this could be an equivalent time of good times, like kind of family days out. Because I am getting that beach vibe from it. I do feel like for some of you Sagittarius, you may actually be going to the beach or a park or some kind of event with the family members. But I feel again, there's something shadowing. Perhaps somebody's missing from that, from there, that you wanted there, or something like that. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from that. Middle May, we have peace, Sagittarius. So this is what I'm seeing. I kind of again get this sense you just feel really balanced for me, Sagittarius. I just kind of want to say that you feel like you personally are really kind of focusing on getting yourself in that correct space at this sort of time, and I'm loving that. I do feel like that your worries are external, not internal, which again, loving that. I feel like you are doing the right things. The first card with this is deceit. Now, I remember saying when I first started shuffling and this popped up, about there being secrets revealed. So the 10th of May is when Mercury in retrograde comes into play. Obviously days leading before could be the shadow of this, and it starts coming into your life. But I get the sense of someone, like either secrets being revealed or someone's keeping something from you perhaps. However, I feel like they're kind of throwing money at the situation, like they're trying to make it better by either treating you or having the upper hand with money, because I'm getting this sense with money being how they are dealing with things more financially, whereas I feel like you are coming from this heart space, this head space of being at peace. With that peace card as well, I just get this sense of you kind of not wanting any of those worries. Now this person feels like they could disrupt that peace for you and give you some worries. Broken heart reversed. Yeah, again, I feel like they are giving you grief. Somebody is giving you grief and bringing it. And I feel like this can feel like they're taking something away from you. We have deceit outright, we have heartbroken reverse, and then we have blossoming abundance reverse. And I just feel like someone is taking something. It could very much be like an energy sucker who's taking away that kind of peaceful vibe for you, because I just feel like they are getting in your way. And I feel again that you are getting gifts, you're receiving gifts, you are being offered things, you are kind of being, and I just feel like it doesn't matter what people are trying to give you, it's not what you're craving. It's kind of, it just does not feel like it's in alignment, Sagittarius. I feel like that what's coming at you is, it's like having false promises. That feels like that's what's here for you, and I feel like you're just not there for any of that. And again, just get the sense somebody is ruining something for you, Sagittarius. We're coming into the end of May. I'm really getting through your reading quite quickly, but it's coming through quite strongly. If somebody else has been annoying pain in the ass for you. We have focus. Okay, so this card has come up for most signs. If you look, she is underwater. Now, to me, this is emotions. I do get the sense of you being calm within your emotions. Now, we have that peace. She's at peace. And she is calm. And again, this is giving me the same vibe. She's looking content. Now, I've read this differently for everybody who's had this, but to me, it just feels okay within those emotions. I do feel like you are feeling quite a lot, but you are able to stay calm in them during this time, and understand that, you know, with this calmness or with this time, new beginnings are ahead, and positive things are, and I feel like focusing to this light, just things that, it just, to me, saying like, what is ahead of you is all good stuff, so just try not to get overwhelmed by the emotion. But it does feel like I am getting this vibes that you are doing okay for me. So the Taurus moon is really doing you well. Mercury in retrograde brings up things that we need to see and that we need to acknowledge. So that could very much be, you know, what this annoyance is that someone is coming in and ruining the peace, because it's something that you have to face even if you're, you know, in a good space. We have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. I do like Archangel Ariel when she comes up. She gives me this kind of nice, warm, kind of nurturing vibe. I'll show you the imagery. This is what we have. Sorry, the lighting is absolutely terrible. I don't know how it focuses in here. But yeah, she's beautiful. She's nice and warm, and she's definitely giving me warming vibes for you. I do feel like towards the end of May things will get nicer, like where this person's come in and they're kind of shaking things up. It feels like that person not disappears, but it could very much be that way, that they go away. But more so that it's no longer a burden to you now is what it feels like. I feel like trust in your instincts. I do feel like that's where you're at, that you're very connected and you know where you're vibing. Like you just feel so enlightened through all of this. You see, it feels like this is not problems for you, they're just disruptions, because this again, it just feels like you are coming into your own. You're in that space where you're like, okay, it's done, I dealt with it, we're good, I trust my instincts. And I feel like trust in your instincts is really a vibe for you, because you are really in that zone. We have the temple path. Again, the temple path is very enlightening path. This is like basically saying you're on the right path. Kind of look within and look forward. Trust in the signs. It's giving me all of those vibes, and it is giving me this serenity. I definitely feel like this is a time for you to be focusing on oneself. And by saying that, I mean like we have meditation in different ways and forms throughout of this. The balance, the peace in the temple, and even in the focus. They're kind of giving me meditating vibes and just feeling very intuitive, which is a really good time. I do think this is a time to go within. We have community card, which is reversed. So I do think this is not necessarily a time to be getting out and about among family too much. I feel like it is more of a time for you to be doing your energy work and focusing on the little things that's going to make you have that space, have that peace that you are kind of feeling. And I feel like it's matching your vibe to your actions. So perhaps if you don't want all of this deceit and heartbreak and this kind of cloudiness, I do feel like you have some family moments within this month of May, but I feel like towards the end of May, it's kind of like, okay, if you've had that vibes or it's getting a bit heavy, take this time to not commit to any community times, and take the time to have some downtime. But at the same time, I do feel as well that there could be women that are supportive of you during this time as well, Sagittarius. So thank you very much, Sagittarius. I do feel like I got through this like really fast compared to the others. How many minutes are we on? Yeah, 15 minutes, not even that. So sorry about that. I have flown through it, but I actually take that as a positive. It means that we have some good energy here that's not too chaotic. Some signs are not as lucky. So that's great, Sagittarius. Please check out for Mercury retrograde reading and see what's in store for you during that time. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next month.